I have issue with my husband, and it's been going on for like 2 months now. And
You have issue for 2 months.
yes, then we're advised that you don't take your problem to your family members, you don't go to friends for advice, you don't do this, you don't do that. So how do we now resolve this conflict?
You continue fighting. 2 months. That's terrible. So what's the cause of the fight first?
He stays out late.
A man staying out late, how is that a problem for you now? The resolution is you stop, leave him. If he comes to his house, let him come anytime. Welcome, chicken.
Even if he doesn't come for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
He doesn't, since you have been fighting now.
Anytime he comes home, I should just say, okay, welcome.
Since you have been fighting, has he now improved in coming home?
No.
It's getting worse because he's going to stay away the more, and there's nothing you will still do. You are increasing your pain threshold. That's what you're doing. But let me leave that for now and circle back to the question, which is how do you resolve problems? In truth, it's never good. Nothing good comes out of it. If you tell your own mom, you have simply exposed your husband to them and they lose their regard, which is not healthy for you.
At least they can even still talk to him.
They can't. Like if your mom will go and talk to your husband.
Yes, now.
Your mom.
They can call him now. If I report him to my mom,
if my in-law calls me and tells me anything, the thing I'll tell them, they will never call me again.
That's you now.
That's the way it is. You don't put two mad people together in the same place now.
So you're telling me my mom is mad?
So okay, I'm ending this stream. Yeah, it's like you meant to come and abuse me today.
No.
I said you don't put two mad people together. Did I mention your mom, or is it your husband that I'm saying is mad? Because I'm not your husband and I'm already feeling pressured by just talking. I'm just talking. You understand what I mean? I'm making a parable. So if the Bible says the parable of the talent, so talent is what? Talent is like corn that they give to people. Or do you argue with it? Parables are normal English now. I'm making the fact known to you using that adjective, and all of a sudden you are saying my parents are mad. Don't I have parents? I don't even feel like continuing whatever question you ask me. You are the one that has problem now. Is it me? How will I be fighting 2 months with a husband just because you want something and you're not getting it? All of a sudden you're creating chaos in your own family by yourself.
I'm not creating it now.
So why is the man coming late? What excuse did he give?
No reason. At times it will be like, I'm hanging out with my friends, so I think.
And you said no reason. He gave a reason. So the
hanging out with your friends after work, is it not supposed to come home
straight? The friends is hanging out with, what is their benefit? Because if they don't have a benefit,
I even told him to stop any relationship with those friends, because those friends are not even, they are not good friends at all.
How do you know that?
I know them now.
How? Because they're carrying women.
Yes,
but they
are
bring,
womanizers.
But they bring businesses. If a man is to choose between a friend that brings businesses and the one that womanizes, he will choose the one that womanizes that has business than the one that doesn't humanize and brings nothing to the table. So you are the one seeing.
They are the one teaching him all those bad acts.
But the bad act you say he's doing, is he offending you?
He's offending me.
He's offending God.
He's my husband now.
You are not his God. A man that is misbehaving is offending God. It's God that counts our sin, not men. Stop this, your embarrassing attitudes everywhere. I know this is what everybody wants to do. You want to claim, are you holy?
I'm holy now. I'm holy.
You are holy.
I'm not cheating on him now. I'm holy.
So to you, holiness is cheating. The lies you say. You told me one time that you always take his money in his pocket. That's not stealing. It's normal to you. The lies you talk.
It's not stealing. It's his money now.
So why are you stealing it?
It's my husband's money.
Did anywhere that God say you can steal your husband's money?
That one is not stealing. His money is my money.
Because ideally, you know you are not holy. This man is also committing a sin. There is no greater sin. You can't help him out of his sin to get his sense back. You are fighting him.
That's why I'm trying to help him. You are pushing him more into the nonsense. Now that's why I'm.
You cannot control a man out of a problem he has. Some of them had been like that for the past 30-something years. So all of a sudden, because he married you in 6 years now, he should have just changed like that. Even those of us that give our life to Christ, did we just give our life to Christ in one day and we change one day? Come on, man. Help. I'm saying help. Instead of throwing him to the wolves, help. If you identify that, you see in those days, there are two options. When I was younger, if my dad doesn't want me to speak to someone, he will beat me because of it. And I will continue speaking to the person. We all know when he's not there, I will go and be talking to that person. But my mom, if he doesn't want to speak to someone, he'll tell you to invite that person to the house. And that person will misbehave in front of you. You understand the difference? If your mom doesn't want you to play with this person, my mom, she'll probably give you food, whatever she has in mind, or put some money somewhere that the guy will steal. Then he will say, you see, how do you play with a thief? So it's you that you will now run away from there yourself because now you are convinced it's evil. But if you are beating me because I can't even understand why you say I should not go to these people's house. And did your parents not do that to you? Yeah. They will flog you for going to someone else. And if you ask about them now, they'll tell you it's because their daddy is a police officer and they are collecting bribe. So you are beating me to not play with my friend whose father is a police. because you think they always collect bribe. Does that even add up, sir? And that's what you call correction. That's what you call I'm helping. To them, then they were helping us not to form bad gangs. So you're helping your husband to disavow of his friends that give him all the jobs that used to get the money he used to feed his family. You want him to leave that one. Nobody will leave unless you provide a better solution or you tell him about some things he doesn't know before. So which is where your brilliance is supposed to come through. Most of you girls are not brilliant too. You are just what language can I use for better use of English? For better use of good English. You don't have wisdom. You just have a or emotional imbalance just to pass across. Because normally you want to help a man, help the man. You identify there's a problem with his friends, then find a way to help him, not by shouting and pushing him out again. All this you're shouting at the man, even if it's 10:30 before, he will now come 11:30 again. Sometimes 1 o'clock.
I'll lock him outside.
Lock him outside the hotel day. He's rich now. You only do all this rubbish to poor people. Just like when I was in secondary school, if you are late outside, my dad will lock you out. Guess what? I had a friend who's about 3 houses to our house who usually beg us to come and stay with him.
So you're not going to sleep over?
I won't even come. In his mind, he thought he locked me outside. I'm even there permanently before. So when he noticed, like, no, but I did not lock the door. I was waiting for this boy. He did not even knock at all. That was when he know that he's like, I'm losing this boy. Then the later said, okay, if you go out, just make sure, and then he will leave the door open. What? You can only be doing ta-ta-ta-ta with somebody who doesn't have options now. Once he has options, it's gone. It's your loss. Whatever you call it is your loss. People who have husbands are dead. They have wives are dead. So your husband can go away and assume you are dead and nothing will happen. The same thing with wife. Some people lose everything now. But I'm just telling you, everybody has ego. I'm talking now. I'm sure you'll be feeling the ego. What do you mean? Am I asleep? If me too, I'm not sleeping at home. Yeah, go now. You two don't sleep at home. Maybe all of you will reap your repercussions. But if you are wise enough to identify that this man had done something wrong, or these trends are not good, or these people have bad influence on him, try and bait him back. Bait him back. Create things in him, for him, with him, that will bring him back. And I told you, women should not be talking. You should be acting. Don't use your mouth. Your mouth is not good. Generally, women don't have good mouths. Because you will abuse them in between. It's just a nature thing.
Thank God, it's God that gave us that mouth.
Yes, but now that we have envisaged and identified that it's a problem, use acting. So in times when you know it's going to be hard, I tell you this now, you can use your body, you can use your food, you can use your children, you can use your family, you can use anything. You can plan things ahead. It's going to disappoint you. Sometimes you plan dinner, I say, I want to take you out today. You say, where do you get money? Don't worry, I'm taking you out. It will come on time. And if it disappoints, don't shout on you are trying to help. It's like you have somebody who doesn't have a good feet and you're trying to bring them up their feet. It's not one day you just put them to stand and start running. It's only in all these fake miracles that we see that somebody that has not worked for 14 years, they just say, oh yeah, no. Even if you are healed, your leg will not still understand those things because for 14 years you've been on the wheelchair. All of a sudden you just want to stand up and walk. No, that's fake. You will walk, but your leg will still wobble a little. Then you start learning how to process it again before you become good at it. That is how it's done. Help the husband to be a better version of themselves. Don't push them back into the world because you want to make a point or because you're angry. That's not the best way to be a wife. It's never even the best way to be a parent. Some parents have destroyed their children. So if you are now asking, how can both partners be committed in their relationship? You have to, first of all, understand what commitment means. It means selflessness. That's commitment. You don't put anything because of yourself. Of course, everybody does things because of themselves. There's an adage in my town that says if you give a hole or shovel to anyone, they shove it towards their side first. Yes, but that's not marriage. If you want to shove it towards your side, the marriage will scatter. Just like you see marriages scattering. So if you really want to salvage your own family, remove yourself from this equation. And I'm saying to the extreme. If a man is shouting because the wife is keeping money or hiding money or giving money to a family without his knowledge, what are you fighting for? After all, it's not your money. It's not like you need this money for food. Not like you need it to survive. But you are just angry.
She's trying to caution.
What are you cautioning for? Selfishness now. Because in your mind now you're like, this 100,000 this girl is wasting. If she had put 100,000 in this house, it would have saved me some money. So it's because of you. You want to save small money. That's why you're angry. If a woman is saying, why are you coming from 9 o'clock? Even if this man comes home by 4 o'clock, what will you do with him? You want to eat him? You say, but at least I will know he's there. That's the point. I will know. Selfishness.
At least the presence at home will
yes,
feel
because
the presence.
You just want to enjoy the presence. That's why you are fighting with other friends that he's hanging out with. Simple. Selfishness. So everything is selfishness. And meanwhile, if you want to really be committed, you have to be selfless. That's when you become a better version of yourself. But the problem is, it takes two to tango. So, assuming we are going to say, 1, 2, 3, go, and the two of us go at the same time, that's better. But you know, in real life, even if you are selfless, your husband will still be selfish, and it will get you angry again, and then you become selfish. And sometimes you are selfless, the wife becomes selfish, and then you're angry too, you just well become selfish, so everything scatter. So the problem is that head-on collision from not planning things well, and there is no day stopping. It's not stopping. There is no day. Marriages will continue to scatter. Relationship will continue to scatter. There's nothing anybody will do. Because about I had a case like that last week when the lady said he sent the husband, begged the husband to do something for her, but at the end of the day, the husband didn't do what she begged for. So she got angry. So the question is, why are you angry? Because you sent somebody to something he didn't do. The husband too is saying, is it the first time I'm doing something for you? Why are you angry? So you see, just subtle thing. Everybody's just selfish. And at the end of the day, the husband left what he was supposed to get for the lady, and then went said he went to barber salon.
That's selfishness.
You see, so husband is selfish because he didn't care about the wife. Wife is also selfish because why are you screaming? You are not handicapped. Whatever you think you wanted him to do for you, do it next time. So by and large, the best way to have a perfect family is when both parties are not selfish. Provided the husband has something in mind and the wife has something in mind, without them bringing it together on the table to find one single purpose, everything will scatter. Because let me tell you this, it's only a purpose that can supersede what you think. For example, if in my house we need to spend 2 million every month, and we already put everything we need under the 2 million purpose, if by on the 15th I'm still on 250, everybody knows that it's crisis already.
Yeah.
So what happens? Both parties can run towards that. In that order, the wife will not say, why are you late at home? Because he already knows we are behind the schedule of what we should be getting this month. You understand what I'm saying? So she's going to encourage you. What else can we do to raise more money? Okay,
I can encourage my husband to work late and be coming home 10 p.m. at night.
Because life is easy on your side. If you're hungry, if you have not bought your cream, you are hungry, you can't go to your spa, you can't have your makeups, and because
there's a way you can still wrap up whatever he wants to do and still close like around 8 p.m. Not that you'll be coming home 11:30
you know the advice,
in the night.
You know the advice I'll give. You wrap up whatever you have to wrap up and provide the remaining money.
How? He's the man of the house now.
Exactly. So the man that is working already is working. Not like he has an opportunity to work faster or gain more money. And you think anybody likes to work? Is that what you think? Are you kidding? Nobody likes to work. If you are fighting a man because he's working, that's injustice. I tell you, they're supposed to arrest you. Because you don't know what the work takes. If this man can finish it, somebody like me, you think I like to come to my office? You think I like to come here? If I can be in Barbados or in Mauritania enjoying my life, where do you think I'll be?
Then you can go.
Of course, I can't go because there's no money. So you're not telling me I'm coming home 10 o'clock. What are you saying? If I have enough money, I will rest at home, I will sleep at home and watch Netflix and chill. You're my wife, for God's sake.
Because it's not even safe. It's not safe.
Don't worry about all of that. Men are supposed to die while they work. That's understandable. That's the only job you have. Die till you provide for your family. And if you see a good man who is ready to die to provide for his family, that's a good man. You don't jeopardize that. Your job was supposed to be praying. That's what you do. Lord, make sure he's back out and make sure open his ways. If God opens his way and he has plenty of money, he won't go to work. You should
be praying and the husband will be doing something else. You are coming home 11:30 in the night.
No, this is
and you are still praying. The wife is praying for protection.
Wait, this is what I'm saying. You are already switching to something else. There are men that do something else. We understand that. Just like we have women who say something else.
So even
if a man is working and he feels he has to work to that level to provide for the house, you know the only thing you can do, once you say don't work at that level, reduce what you are spending, you see, we agree.
You know it's better to kukuma stay over at the office.
That's a good point.
Coming home late.
Yes, that's also a good point. If a man is getting late, say okay, instead of coming late, can you find a way to stay? It's still better than
coming home 11:30 in the night.
Yes, maybe you could just say something like, okay, maybe you come by maybe Fridays and Sundays will be holding down.
I did not say Fridays and Sundays.
I'm just saying.
The next morning is there.
So what's now the essence of staying overnight when he leaves?
It's because of the security.
No, he works all through now. If you work till 11, you close, you go back again by 6:30 or 7 again. So if you say come back, how do you add that up? You see, the problem here is most women that are working, the women that are really in the battlefield, let me call it that way, they don't sound like you're sounding. You are only sounding like that because you don't go to work, you don't have anything doing. So that's why because any woman that works, that knows that a client can call you by 8:30 in the night and you have to respond, even if you have second guessed that this might not be safe, you will still have to go. They call on for now. The mouth, the way of the mouth is made to heaven.
Should not come and die because of.
No, not like he will die. He's just pushing for that time to raise the money you need. After that, he might probably relax. People go on vacations now. Why are we not on vacation permanently? We go on vacation when we have achieved what we have planned to achieve for a year, and then the excess of it, we now go and relax with it. But if you have not achieved what you want to achieve, will you go and be relaxing somewhere. That's what you're asking the man to do, to relax in between the job when he's not there. Commitment in families will be better off when nobody's selfish. Guarantee the only reason why you want the husband home is not because of his safety, really. It's really because you just want him there. Because he's the husband, you feel alone. You are lonely at home, you want your husband there. That's it. And that's selfishness. The husband is saying, I want to work because I want to put money on the table. Then,
the husband is selfish too.
Yes, the husband is selfish. Then, like I told you, two parties are selfish. Go towards the purpose. Now, what's our purpose? If you can't pay the children's school fees, if you cannot finish building the house, if you cannot buy petrol in the cars, so now the purpose overrule whatever selfishness you have. Who's going to win in this case? The husband that is working to fulfill the purpose. So that's what I'm telling you, build a purpose so you can at least, it's like a judge. The purpose is going to serve as the judge of the house. So when the wife is going this way, the husband is going this way, you all circle back to the purpose. If you have enough money, let's say you have about 40-50 million, and the husband is still shouting, what school fees are we paying? My friend sit down there. That means the purpose has defeated the husband. So husband is going nowhere. So unless you are really in trouble and you need the money, if you are not in trouble, if he's saying it's one investment, okay, the investment we have is enough. Sit down there, So you just move towards the purpose. The purpose is the judge. Husband and wife, if they are selfish, they focus on the purpose, and that's what defeats everything. I hope you know. Some parents, they are the cause of the destruction of their children, because this child now made a mistake, got pregnant to somebody when he was in SS2. You chased her out. What was the first problem of pregnancy? Because you don't allow her mix. Every friend is don't go. If a man shakes your hand, you don't do. You are not explaining the process. You are not explaining why you are saying don't shake a man. You should explain, let the person understand. We just force children, and at the end of the day, they fall into the exact temptation you are running them away from, and then you still send them out. So now a child who is not educated with a baby of a guy that will not take the baby, you send them out, and then they start living with family, friends, and guess what they become? They become nothing. Just because you're angry, just because of your own ego, just because you are worried about your name. What will people say? What will anybody say? If any child gets pregnant, he say, okay, you take care of the mother, you collect the baby, go to school. At the end of the day, those type of children self, now then they do well pass. Yes, because there is already a disappointment that they have passed to you. They can see the pain in your eyes as a child. They know that they have done horribly wrong to their parents. So sometimes they will try harder to make it up to you. And in most cases, they always make it up. But you see all those ones that I did not get pregnant when I was good, they will just think they are all the best. And they might not work out as hard as they should. God moves in mysterious ways. But the whole essence is support, support, support. That's the work. Either you're a parent, either you're a wife, either you're a husband. Support, support, support. If your wife has a deficiency in something, don't expose it. We are not well trained in this era. Let me give you an example. Mary, the mother of Jesus, got pregnant as a virgin. The husband was Joseph, wanted to get married to her, but once he got pregnant, the husband didn't know in the early stages. The angel didn't go to the husband first, went to Mary first. Mary got pregnant, and it was now visible to Joseph. Guess what Joseph did? The Bible recorded it that Joseph did not expose her because he loved her. Even when somebody had got your wife pregnant that you don't know, Joseph was angry, but he wasn't angry to the point of exposing the wife. The Bible says he was looking for ways to let go of the wedding that they had planned, because now, of course, what will you tell your parent that you have a woman that is pregnant as your wife who was a virgin? So the Bible says he was looking for a way to let go of the wedding so that nobody will think she's a bad person. What does that tell you? Beautiful husbands. But nowadays, social media, any little thing, all the secret of your wife, in public. The wife too, all the secret of husband, because you're angry. And you call yourself a human being. Some of us are goats, so we just can talk. Goats that can talk and can wear suit. Because ideally, you shouldn't live like that. If you have ever loved anyone, you see girlfriend, boyfriend too, all this fiancé, immediately I'm not doing again, wahala start. First, they will start collecting everything they bought for you. Second, that means you no give me this thing from your whole heart. How would you say you bought me a wristwatch, and because we are no longer together, you collected it back? You said that phone in your hand, I'm the one that bought it, you collected it back. And you once claimed you love me. If you love me, you have released it to me. That's it. You might not buy another thing, but not take the ones you've done when you were in love, when you loved me. That doesn't add up. It shows you are not there in the first place. You are not well trained. And if you are well trained, most people that are supposed to train us, they don't even know it. So what would they train us with? Understand that when it comes to family quarrels, you can only resolve it when you drop your own side of the story. And your side of the story is let go of it. So even if you are right, even if you think your husband is wrong, just let go of it. Peace will reign. It's better there is peace than for you to win. This is not a lockout. Peace ahead of winning. Password, write it down on the wall. If you have pushed for something and it's not coming, let it go. You try another day. You live to fight another day.